Humanitarian borders is the presence and the growth of humanitarian rescue attempts to uphold human dignity, preserve life and provide assistance in response to the growing and violent nature of the world's borders today. It's not only a discourse, it is also a practice. And in some ways the practice is as problematic, if not more problematic, than the discourse. Building on the idea of humanitarian borders, we have this idea of something that I've proposed called humanitarian border work. And this is the way in which, when humanitarian intervention intersects in border control processes and practices, or border settings and border spaces, new forms of power are produced, new types of borders are produced, new ways of governing mobility around issues such as vulnerability or ill health, or the need for immediate rescue are created, at the same time as sort of highlighting and creating new challenges and problems for humanitarian workers themselves. But perhaps the most interesting finding is not only that the intersection of humanitarianism and border control or border work creates new and different types of borders or reproduces the border in a particular way, but that also it changes and challenges and leads to new forms of humanitarian practice itself and raises fundamental ethical questions around when intervention should take place, where intervention should take place, and how intervention should take place. And that mobility and the challenge of mobility, if we think we live now in a world of a mobile world, how this is raising fundamental problems for a humanitarian practice which is rooted in the logics of stasis, fixity, and the sort of metaphor or not of the refugee camp.